This is the video for the network's data plane programming assignment. And this is showing part 1 where we're sending a message with 80 characters. Here you can see that the client is sending a message with 80 characters. And then when I run it here, you can see that the packet is split up. The first packet right here has 45 characters, and then the next one has the rest of the message. For part 2, we implemented packet fragmentation and then reconstruction. So you can see here that our first link has the MTU of 50, and then the second link has our MTU of 30. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. We split up our message to be 20 A's, 20 B's, 20 C's, and 20 D's, so you can see it easily. Our header length, our total header length is just 10. And so what happens is that the first time it goes through from the link host 1 to router A, it'll split it into two different ones. And so you can see that here where there's 20 A's and then 20 B's. And then the second packet that it sends will be 20 C's and then 20 D's. You can see the fragmentation offset is the last header right here. So for the first packet, it'll be 0, and then the second one, it'll be 40. And then for the second link, it has to split these two packets into two packets again. So for this one, it splits it into 20 A's and then 20 B's. And then this one is split up into 20 C's and then 20 D's. And you can see that the fragmentation offset changes again. So for this one is 0, and then it goes to 20, and then this one goes to 40, and then 60, 40, and then 60 right here. And you can see our fragmentation flag, which means that it's ended. So these are all the flags right here. And then the last one has 0, which means that there's no more packets to be sent for that ID. And then finally, you can see that the host 2 reconstructed the entire packet right here. And it is the full 80 character message. For part 3, we implemented the more complicated network with 4 hosts and then 4 routers. And then we have all the links between those hosts and routers right here. And then we also have our routing tables that we add to our router. So first I'm going to run this message sending, where I send a message from host 1 to host 4, and the message is just host 1 to host 4. I'm going to run that here. And so you can see if we follow this through, host 1 goes to router A goes to router B goes to router D, and then router D goes to host 4, and then the host 4 receives the packet. And so you can see that it went through this path right here, so host 1, router A, router B, router D, and then host 4 right here. And so we can also show sending a message from host 2 to host 4. So I'm going to run that here. And so you can see the links right here. So host 2 goes to router A goes to router C goes to router D, and then router D goes to host 4. So again, instead of host 2 going to router B from router A, it went through host 2 to router A, and then router C, and then router D, and then finally to host 4. We can see a similar thing happening when we send a message from host 1 to host 3. I'm going to run that here. So you see 1 went to A went to B went to D, and then D went to 3. And then we can also do sending a message from 3 to 2. So if I run that here, you can see 2 goes to A goes to C goes to D, and then D goes to 3.